Well, Eric Spoelstra told us that if they see this Bulls team again, he believes they come out as the better team, and that they did. The Miami Heat went out there and handled business versus the Chicago Bulls. So we got to talk about it on today's episode. But I want to talk more specifically about Coby White. Coby White was exposed last night, and I got some things to say about him. And we're going to go ahead and end the show talking about maybe a silver lining. The Chicago Bulls draft lottery odds. Could they potentially increase? They better hope some teams make it into the playoffs. Y'all know we're going to talk about it and break it down, though. But you still got to hear this music first.
Cognac. Gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on today's daily episode. If you're tuned in with me today, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell as well. I'm just want to ask a real question before we get into it. Are y'all doing okay today? Yeah, I woke up kind of feeling a little groggy, you know what I'm saying? And feeling like this little thing that we had brewing up, maybe a little sandcastle that we was trying to mold to look nice. Some old guy just walked past it and got mad and kicked it right over. Or you try to build a snowman, and before you can put the head on, the whole snowman just fell off. It felt like there's not a feeling to where I'm like, hey, we finna absolutely go into the playoffs and do this, that, and that. But it was like, dang, can you not go out and get a better performance than that? I can take a loss. But you can't get skunked. You can't get skunked in that fashion, man. I know that's how y'all feeling, because I'm feeling that way. Just watching that and just watching you hold up this nice cake, and then it just slides off of the plate, and the whole birthday is now over. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly how it feels. But I want to talk about Coby White specifically, and I know it's not just his fault. I know there are other players involved, because Nikola Vucevic didn't have a good game. You're looking at Montes Buzelis wasn't able to produce. Patrick Williams, what else? We're not even going to mention him, because we know Peppermint Patty is just Peppermint Patty. But I want to talk about Coby White in this regard. It was a moment for him to show up. It was Coby White's moment to show the hell up, to show us how resilient he is, to show us that he's taken a step forward. And I will say his game has improved. I'm not sitting here saying that, but it's levels to this stuff. We talking about trying to see where can we go next with the Coby White. And this was his moments to show that in a pressurized moment, in a game that you knew that they was going to come in ready to take things over and try to hand your ass to yourself and kick you in the backside and send you on your way. We knew this. Leading up to the game, Chicago Bulls media placed out things, showing clips and stuff, and players saying that we're ready. We're going to be focused. If we can play this way, we know we're going to be ready and we can go out and win this game. They didn't come out like that. The Chicago Bulls, nobody really came out like that. And I'm looking at Coby White. It's a bit unfair, but it's time to speak what it really means and to speak the facts, bro. This was your moment, Coby White. This is not your first rodeo. Did you somehow forget that you've lost to this team 3 times now in the play-in? All the heartbreakers that you've gone through facing this Miami Heat's team. Coby White, this is not your first rodeo, bro. So for an opportunity that was handed right in front of you to go out there and show us what you're made of, you were supposed to go out there and perform. But you dropped 17 points, bro. You dropped 17 points, bro. That's one of the things me and C-Dub has talked about when it comes to Coby White. Yes, we know Coby White can go out there and ball. He can drop 30. He can drop 40. He can give me 25 and 7 on those nights. But when it gets tough, and when your team needs you, we need you to go in attack mode. Get me the ball, get out the damn way. You got a 3-point shot that's very comparable to a lot of the people that's consistently good from the 3-point line. You have the ability to drive to the basket at will, you know what I'm saying, and make plays for others and for yourself. You have some abilities to where you could have capitalized on this opportunity is the whole point. And I'm not saying that you had to go out there and absolutely be the superstar or an all-star, but that's what damn near we needed. That's what damn near we needed. We can't sit there and watch Coby White go out there and go 5 for 16, bro. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You were supposed to lock in, bro. You simply got exposed again. This is not your first rodeo. You faced this team 3 times. And last night, 17 points. Oh, did we somehow forget about the play-in the year prior? 13 points. 5 for 16 again. And then coming off the bench in 2023, you played 30 minutes. You was a lot more efficient, but only gave us 14 points. So you know this heartbreak at firsthand, and you know what it takes and what type of intensity it requires to come into these games. Did you somehow think that the Miami Heat was not going to come into this game and try to take your heads off? You being one of the leaders of this team, not coming from my mouth, coming from your mouth. You being one of the leaders of this team, you didn't show up. That's just what it is. You being one of the leaders for this team, you absolutely did not show up, Coby White. That's the disappointing thing about it. That's why I'm sitting here saying that you've got exposed simply because you didn't show up. And there was an opportunity for you to bounce back from the last time you played the Miami Heat when you dropped 18. So what do you do now? You come out, you're not making your shots, you're taking ill-advised shots, you're not getting able to get to the basket simply because that's what the Miami Heat game plan looked like it was predicated on, not allowing you to get to the lane. But so what? Get your ass to the lane. Find a way. Find different ways to be effective. Find a way to get your guys ready. And for you, Coby White, to sit here after the game and say we didn't have game plan discipline, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's disappointing to hear that. How do you not have game plan discipline? Like, I understand this is a young team, but this is not your first rodeo. It's not Nikola Vucevic's first time. It's not Josh Giddey's first time. It's not Kevin Huerter's first time. It's not your first time. And you simply came out here, no energy, no intensity, no good basketball IQ to operate within the flow of the offense. For God's sake, you sat behind and was mentored by DeMar DeRozan. Now, I'm not saying that that's the end-all be-all, because DeMar DeRozan has his flaws as well. But one thing I will tell you is when your team was dropping in these crucial moments and losing by 10 points, DeMar DeRozan knew, give me the damn ball, we need a bucket. So with your scoring ability, when was you going to say, give me the damn ball, we need a bucket? When you had the opportunity, I believe it was in the third quarter, to go ahead and gain some momentum and y'all was making a run, I think it was about 13 points down, you went down, shot an ill-advised 3. Now, if you make the shot, cool, fine and dandy, but you didn't. And you had lane to go and get you 2 in the and 1. That changes games. You have to understand the moment, bro. That's why it's very disappointing to look at this situation with Coby White. And I can't fault people. I'm not going this route, but some people are, with saying that maybe the Bulls should try to trade Coby White. I have no defense, bro. You left me with no defense, bro. I know how talented you are. I know what you can do on any given night. But when things get tough, I don't see Coby White step to the forefront, bro. Look, a game in March is cool. A game in February is cool. But we want the Chicago Bulls to be effective in April and play in May and June. That's what we want from the Chicago Bulls. Now let's switch on to Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan, why the hell do your teams never seem prepared in crucial moments? in crucial moments. We show love and we gave kudos to you. And I still think this is one of your better coaching jobs, though it's not I don't think it deserves some type of pom-pom celebration, but I will give you credit for how you was able to constantly adjust this season with the players that you were given. I give you kudos for that. But the same stuff still constantly creeps into this coaching situation with you, Mr. Hall of Famer. The same issues continue to come up. When it's time to play and get your teams prepared for high pressurized moments, you can't get your team to step up and play good basketball and have the intensity it requires to start games off well, to finish games off well when it really, really counts. Billy Donovan, let's talk about it. How do you feel getting whooped by the Miami Heat 3 years in a row? You want to know how many points your team scored yesterday? 90. You want to know how many points your team scored last year in the play-in versus the Miami Heat? 91. What about the year prior to that? 91 again. For some reason, your team can't put up points for nothing when it really, really counts versus other teams in the play-in or in pressurized moments. So what are we doing here, bro? What are we doing here? And I'm not saying that the Bulls absolutely had to win this game, but damn, show a better effort than that. Everybody would have been fine with they lost if it would have came down to the last 3-4 possessions and the Bulls just couldn't execute. Nobody would be sitting here and feeling like I'm feeling right now, irate and angry because we want a better product. We want a better product. It was fucking fun cheering this team on for the last few weeks. It was. And for it to end like that, again, to go back to the analogy we all started with, this is, we all at the barbecue, mama come out with G-Mon come out with the banana pudding, and somebody knock it off the table. What? We finna fight. We finna fight. We about to fight. Because it's completely unacceptable. Go out there and compete. Don't go out there and get your teeth kicked in and virtually never find yourself back into the game. Maybe once. We sitting on the live like, swing back. Swing back. They whooping y'all. Swing back. Totally unacceptable for Billy Donovan and what the hell he put out there yesterday. And why is your team not ready? Why was there a failure to adjust? Where was Julian Phillips when it was time to find a defender to slow down Tyler Hero? You could have tried Dalen Terry a lot earlier. You could have tried Julian Phillips to see if somebody can slow down Tyler Hero. Guess what Eric Spoelstra did? Oh, Josh Giddey, last time we saw you, we noticed y'all was killing us in transition. Bam, get Josh Giddey. Davion Mitchell, you got Coby White. We gonna call these actions and we got back door. Close that back door, I know y'all know Lil Durkio in Chicago. Somebody had to close the damn back door. But the Miami Heat, they didn't care if y'all was trying to close it or not. They kept yanking it right back open, right to the bucket for easy baskets. And for God, please, get Nikola Vucevic off my team. Please. Just please. Just please. I will say this, though. I'm not as upset with Josh Giddey's performance as I am with Coby White and Nikola Vucevic. Josh Giddey out there playing with an injury. Still put up 25 and 10. Not the best performance. Not the greatest performance. I'm not sitting here trying to jump off and just, you know what I'm saying, single him out to say that he did well, but he was okay. He was okay. Josh Giddey was okay. If Coby White back your mans up. Maybe we get a different outcome. But we didn't. But I guess one silver lining is the draft lottery odds. The Chicago Bulls, hey, start praying. You need the Miami Heat and the Mavs to get in the playoffs if you want to see your draft lottery odds increase. The Mavs won last night. The Heat won last night. Maybe we get something good out of this It doesn't increase the odds tremendously high. Let's just keep that clear. But you could potentially move up into a space that's better than where you were currently slotted, or potentially moving down to if you would have made the playoffs. I think right now they're at like 1.7%, but if the Heat and the Mavs make it, your draft lottery odds increase from 1.7 to 2.6. You could potentially be right out at 10 or right outside of it, not too far, kind of like where you were picking that last year. If you were the Chicago Bulls, if you would have made it, you would have probably been around 14, 15, something like that. But yeah, so I guess that's the silver lining. And you still got to go out there and evaluate talent. And you still got to go out there and find a way to where you can improve this team. Improve this team. Don't sit on your laurels. Don't come out here and talk about we trying to win as many basketball games as possible. We don't want to hear that shit no more. Show us. You're on the same level how Chicago feel about the Chicago Bears. Show us. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now it's projected that Chicago Bulls will have about $59 million in salary cap available. Yeah. Make some use of it. Make some use of it. All right, look, Nikola Vucevic, get him out of here. Kevin Huerter, get him out of here. Maybe Trey Jones can stick around a little longer. Maybe him. I mean, that's about it. Javon Carter, please get him off my team. Please try to persuade him not to pick up his play option. Please. Because there's no use for him anymore. Let him go. We need a makeover. We need a change. But hey, I hope y'all enjoyed my rant. I hope y'all enjoyed my rant. Because, man, like, we laugh at it because at some point you just got to move on. So I let it all out. Now let's move on. Let's see how we can. Let's hope and see what we're going to be able to do with this team. Because right now it's just, it don't leave a good feeling on you when your team get their ass kicked. I can take a loss. I'm a sore loser at times, but I can take a loss. You feel me? I just can't take the loss like that. I feel like I'm repeating the same shit I said last year around this time. I'm gonna have to go look at the old clips. But hey, oh yeah, I also want to show love to my man's JB. He left a message for us. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that and then wrap up the show.
What's up, fella?
Appreciate those kind words, JB. And we already know, man. We definitely appreciate all the support that y'all been giving us this season, even through all the BS. There's been a lot of ups and downs over here on Shot Bulls Podcast, watching this Bulls team and supporting them. But don't none of this, it's fun because we get to interact with people like you. You know what I'm saying? And there's a list of people I can go down. And shout out to all our members, man. Me and C-Dub, we cooking up some off-season stuff already. So just make sure y'all stay in tune, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure that y'all notification bell is on. The off-season content will continue. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. And there still will be more opportunities for y'all to listen to C-Dub and listen to him call games that will be for the Chicago Sky season. So just make sure y'all lock in for that. But also make sure y'all stay in tune. And we will be having these voicemail lines open as they're going to be returning. We're going to have them open all the time, making sure we stay on top of that, making sure we do our due diligence for people that want to voice their opinion about the Chicago Bulls. And we can interact with each other. More lives during the week will be done. More content and videos, giving our thoughts and stuff will be done. So make sure y'all lock in. And I will just thank y'all for another great season, bro. Thank y'all for another great season. I just remember one of that Lakers game was probably one of the most exciting times I ever been a part of. And that was due not only because the team that I'm a part of, but because of the support from guys like you and the others that always show up and show the hell out to see the Chicago Bulls try to do something. But we deserve better. Y'all deserve better. Y'all deserve to have C-Dub call a playoff series, not a play-in game, a playoff series. That's what y'all deserve. We've been supporting this damn team for too long to not have a playoff series live call. We need that. Y'all need that, and y'all deserve that. And it doesn't go unnoticed by all the support that y'all been placing out there. There's going to be some things that we're going to be pushing out. We're going to be pushing out some merch here soon. And we definitely going to be at Bulls Fest in August so we can see Mark Eversley for the first time all season and look AK in his face and say, you trash. For real. We got to look at the man in the face and say, you trash. What is you doing? And people stop telling Jerry Reinsdorf to sell the team. He ain't selling the damn team. He ain't selling the damn team. But hey, that's it for me, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode, man. Again, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell because the off-season coverage will continue, man. And if you want to be a part of a mailbag episode, go ahead, call in. The lines are now open and official. The number to call in is 773-242-9219, and you can also find it in the description below. Thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all already see red, and y'all already know. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one for sure. Peace, y'all.
Cognac.